almost ready to get underway. Today's starter for Colorado, Kyle Freeland.
Well, he's been a real quality starter for his club. And coming into this one, what stands out for me is that right-handed hitters have really struggled, batting below 200 on the year. It seems that they have a hard time picking up his release point and tracking the ball into the zone. So we'll see how right-handers do against him in this one.
Ready to go? And the batter now, Paul Goldschmidt. Just off the outside edge. And this one is off and running. And that one is lifted in the air. Tovar sizing this one up. And out number one on the grab. As we take a look now at the New York Yankees lineup. This group was shut out their last game, so we're going to see if they can bounce back with a better effort here today.
And Boog, it can get in your head a little bit when you get shut out. You're frustrated. You're seeing that consecutive streak of innings you haven't scored, and you want to get off to a great start, score early, because if you don't, you feel like it could linger into 2 consecutive games, which no one wants to be a part of.
Trent Grisham, the next to hit, takes outside. That one ripped. That's a fair ball, and it's getting into the corner. Around first and hustling for second. And he starts his afternoon off right with a double.
He got a pitch he could get to out front, kept his back through the ball, and didn't pull off or roll his hands over. And that allowed him to rip that ball down the line for the double.
So the go-ahead run in scoring position. And the batter now, Aaron Judge. Inside, almost got him. Judge waits. And Judge spoils that one. Grisham, the runner at second with one away. That one missed. Next pitch inside, and that's ball 3.
Get ready for some action here. Good RBI guy at the plate, runners in scoring position, and a hitter's count.
Hammers that one deep left field, and forget it. He flexes his power with that swing. He's up to 3 home runs in the series, and they grab the lead. It's 2-0.
The sun rises and Aaron Judge hits a home run. That's a pretty normal day in the world of baseball. Now, Boog, clearly some frustration out there on the mound right now. I mean, that ball was so close to going foul. Would have been a long strike, but instead, batter gets rewarded. Did a nice job of getting to the pitch and hitting it hard enough to get over the fence.
So 1 out, nobody on. Here comes Cody Bellinger. Hard on the ground to first. And he handles it himself for the out.
Batting fifth, the shortstop, Anthony Volpe.
2 outs, base is empty. Next to hit, Anthony Volpe. You talk about elite defensive players, especially in the middle of the diamond, and this guy is at the top of the list. Here's a swing and a drive left field, and he knew it. He'll circle the bases. It's their 2nd home run of the inning, and they tack on to their lead. It's 3-0.
They wasted no time in that at bat, swinging at the first pitch, and he punished it. Anytime you have a pitch down the middle of the plate, the percentages go up for the hitter to do damage, even if it's a pretty good sinker like that one. Nice piece of hitting there at the plate.
Base is empty with 2 away. Now, Jason Dominguez. Fastball for a strike.
Yeah, we go beyond just the fielding percentage and what it looks like, but the ability to have a range and close holes that are normally there against an average defender. But this guy is special, and you can see it in his first step quickness.
Just missed.
Boog, and the one thing about that is speed never goes in a slump, and defense shouldn't either. Hitting-wise, you can struggle, you can lose your mechanics, but the thing that you can do consistently every single game is play great defense if you're talented in that way, and this is what this guy does.
2 out, space is empty. And that's downstairs and outside. That one finds the zone, and the count is filled up. Swing and a ground ball. Gets it to first, and that is the inning. But 2 round trippers in this inning. The long ball was working. It's now 3-0. Back here in Denver, today's starting pitcher, Max Fried. What should we keep an eye on here?
Well, he brings into this one an excellent strikeout to walk ratio on the season. And when you consider the amount of swings and misses that he gets and the fact that he's not issuing free passes, that's going to make him more economical in his pitch count, allow him to move into the middle and deeper part of ball games. So we'll see if that remains true in this one.
And that is out of play. Fights that one away, and the count remains 0-2. Cut out and missed, struck him out. One gone here.
He's locked in at the plate when he's using the whole field. He was out in front there. Just needs to let the ball travel a little more, and his timing will be back on track. Good pitch for the strikeout.
Ezekiel Tovar stands in now and watches strike one. We talk so much about how starting pitchers prepare for their starts. I talked with Max Fried, and one of the things he told me back in 19, he and Lucas Giolito started using MLB The Show to go over scouting reports.
That's the ball.
Close, but call the ball. And that's ball one.
Just missing off the plate there, according to the umpire, and out there on the mound, maybe trying to get an explanation. Can't say he's convinced, but it looks like he's accepted it.
Comes up empty. That's strike two.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Battling here as he fouls it away. And there's a ball.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
One down, base is empty. And that's down and away. Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row.
It's a strikeout, but they'll be in good shape if they make their outs as difficult as that one. Those grinding ABs take a toll on a pitcher as the game goes on.
Now a chance for Hunter Goodman. In there, and it's 0-1. Goodman in his second season, 25 years old, and he's usually a catcher. Today he gets off his legs a bit. He's the DH.
Well, I really like when a guy gets a break like that. He still gets to stay involved in the game. Instead of starting behind the dish, gets to hit, gets to rest a little bit, gets to watch the game from a different perspective.
Hard hit right side. Fires over to first. And it's a 1-2-3 inning. Rockies are down quietly. They trail in this one 3-0. And welcome back to the ballpark. New inning getting started. Now it's LeMahieu up to hit.
LeMahieu.
Let's go, Rockies!
Freeland back to work. Right through there for a strike. On the ground to third. Throws to first. One up, one down. And here's the catcher, Austin Wells.
Let's go, Rockies!
First pitch doesn't find the zone. And foul ball. Drilled out towards left center field. Doyle on the move. He makes the catch, and there's two down.
Batting up, the third baseman.
Two down, base is empty. Oswald Peraza stepping in now for the Yankees. High fly ball out into left center field. Doyle hauls it in to end the inning. Back here at Coors Field, bottom of the inning. Here's Michael Toglia.
Michael Toglia.
Max Fried will go to work. And
Ball
one.
A 3-0 lead is great, but you can't get too comfortable. Got to stay aggressive, keep attacking hitters, try to cruise through this ball game.
And that's through there for a strike. And a count 1-1. James Kingsley, our plate umpire, consistent as you mentioned, and maybe a little generous on the edges. Fastball is outside. Fans don't really understand the familiarity and relationship players and coaches have with umpires. I mean, you see them a lot.
Yeah, Boog, they're all out there trying to do their best and perform at a high level. So when you respect that, I think over time you can develop a relationship with them.
Next pitch is outside. As the game has moved along, we see more and more information supplied by teams about the umpires. I've been in clubhouses where they have pictures of all four umpires, nicknames, hometowns, and as well hobbies listed, just so you can kind of small talk the umpire a little bit.
That's great.
And so the lefty allows the leadoff free pass. And that's how they get their first base runner of the game.
Batting fifth.
So in now for Colorado, Brenton Doyle.
Doyle.
Singy, you got to appreciate a guy who's this good defensively. I mean, watching him track balls in the outfield, it is beautiful.
He's so solid, calms the heart rate of the pitcher and the manager when the ball goes up in the air. You just automatically assume that it's an out every time it's hit in the air.
And that's in there at the knees.
There's one guy that I can think about, Boog, who started as a third baseman, Alex Gordon, and then became an elite perennial gold glover out in left field for the Kansas City Royals. But he's a guy, when you watch him play, you would imagine that that's all he ever played in his life was the outfield.
Ball one there. Yeah, some guys just have instincts, right? I mean, that's the way it goes. We talk about Larry Walker, the Hall of Famer, and his instinct on the bases, despite the fact that he didn't play a ton of baseball as a kid. Line drive, and it goes just foul. Remember Mark Kotsay was a real good defensive outfielder. Good instincts, not great speed. Good eye in that spot.
Yeah, and I figured you would get Kotsay into this because you had a free dinner at his house the other night.
That is true.
The count is full.
In the dirt. Tolia gets his lead at first. Nobody out. That one the other way. And foul ball.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
And a swing and a miss. Beat him with a fastball.
Just a mid-90s challenge fastball right there. Not much to it. And I'm sure he'd love another swing at it because it was in a very hittable location. Those are the swings where you could sometimes start to question yourself as a hitter and say, how did I miss that? But you know what happens.
And that's a little bit high. And 1-1.
Ball, one strike.
Next offering is fouled back. Backed off the plate that time. Freed out of the stretch, fires. Fights it off. He'll see another.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
Here's the 2-2. And a foul ball. He stays alive. That misses. Full count, 3-2. Fouled off, and they'll do it again. Fouled off again, and it remains 3-2. And ball 4, 2 aboard.
Well, interesting. He went with the off speed and walked the hitter. Man, you got to challenge the guy with the fastball.
Amador.
First and second, one out. And here is Adael Amador.
Come on, let's keep it going.
Hey.
In the dirt, but kept close.
0-1's the count.
Kicks and deals. On the ground, could be 2. To second, there's 1 on to Goldschmidt. That's 2. So they're able to work around a pair of walks in the inning. We played 2 full. Yankees 3 and the Rockies nothing. Top half of the
Leading
third
off
inning,
Yankees,
and now the first baseman, Paul Goldschmidt.
Goldschmidt.
Let's go, Rockies!
outside corner. There's a strike.
You know, these
0-1.
Yankees doing a good job of simply getting the bat on the ball in this game, and the numbers back that up. It's tough to remember the times they've actually swung and missed at a pitch because it really hasn't happened. They've made contact on nearly 100% of their swings.
Swing and a foul out of play. That one is absolutely belted. And it hits the fence. Around first, heading for 2. And he's there with a leadoff double.
Just so sound in his mechanics. Hits against a firm front side, and the hands just continue to carry through the middle of the field.
Runner in scoring position, no outs. And stepping in for the Yankees, Trent Grisham. And that's outside.
That's out.
Runner in scoring position, nobody out. We're here in the top half of inning number 3. That's in there. And the count even at 1.
It's a good changeup to hit up in the zone. I don't think he recognized it. I'm sure he'd love to have that one back.
Line drive, and this might be trouble. Here comes Goldie around third. He'll score easily. In safely with a double, his second of the day.
Well done. Drives in the run. Showed a willingness to drive that pitch the opposite way. Didn't get jumpy. Didn't try to pull the ball. He let it get deep. Took the barrel right to it and then extended through the swing for the line drive base hit.
Now it's Aaron Judge up to the plate. He's already homered in this game. And the first offering is not close. And the slider just misses. Activity in the bullpen. Seth Halverson getting loose out there. Man at second. Right through there for a strike. There's a swing and a drive. And no one can get there. Coming home. He'll score. Fires to second too late. Into second with a double, and that was hard hit.
He was all over that one. Loud contact leads to the double. I mean, you could tell it had extra bases written all over it as it jumped off of his stick.
Here comes the skipper out of the dugout, and he's ready to make the move. Kyle Freeland done for the afternoon, and this is one he'd like to forget. Back with a new arm after this.
Now pitching for the
New
Rockies.
pitcher in the game for the Rockies, Seth
54.
Halverson.
And he's had his struggles so far this year, as you can see the inflated ERA. Looking to bring that down a little bit right here.
So a man aboard. Here's Cody Bellinger. Grounded out his first time. And a foul ball. This guy who grew up in big league clubhouses, got to be a nice feeling, Siggy, when your father played in the big leagues and he passes down all that wisdom. That one fouled off.
I can only imagine the comfort level of being in the ballpark for those kids who are fortunate enough to have a dad that played in the big leagues. Them being on the baseball field, for some it's pressure. For them, they feel that they are right at home.
Next one just misses. Ball 1. Just misses the mark outside the zone.
He's really tightening up his hitting zone with 2 strikes here. I love it.
Spoils that one, and it remains 2-2. Judge stands at second with no outs. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. That one not close. And the count's full.
That was absolute gas. Triple digits on the gun. It's just a different experience as a hitter watching that go by.
On a line out towards center. Puts it away for the out. And there's one down.
Now batting, shortstop Anthony Volpe.
And now it's going to be Anthony Volpe. He's already homered here in this one. That's in for a strike. Check swing. Did he go? Yes, he did.
No balls, 2 strikes.
Oh, 0-2 now. Down the line. Tovar towards the line. Couldn't get to it before it dropped foul. 1 out and a runner at second. Off the mark there. Now 1-2.
See if you can go upstairs a little bit. Make sure you miss up and out of the zone since you're heading to count 1-2. Don't miss in the zone because that's where you can get hurt.
Strikes him out with 101.
I see it more commonly in the sport these days, but man, a triple-digit fastball blown right by someone is still pretty awesome to witness. I mean, you got to be geared up and ready to swing it when a guy like this comes out of the bullpen, because that fastball, it eats, and if you're not ready, you're going to be walking back to the dugout.
Dominguez batting for the second time, and that's strike 1.
Looks like he sacrificed a pitch right down the middle for tracking and timing. Some good hitters will do that.
Fastball is outside. Not close with that one, and a count 2-1. Dominguez checks his swing, appeal to third, and he held back, according to Larry Bullard. And it's fouled away. 2 outs and 1 in scoring position. Goes down looking. They get 2 runs on 3 hits, no errors, and 1 left. We move on to the bottom of inning number 3. It's the Yankees 5 and the Rockies nothing. Set for the bottom of the third. Now at the plate, Aaron Shunt.
Shortstop, Aaron Shunt.
And that's in the dirt.
Ball 1, no strikes.
Next offering is in for a strike. The shortstop takes the ball. Got him looking. He's notched 4 strikeouts now.
I'm not saying it wasn't a strike or, you know, it was a ball, whatever, but just the location with that velocity. It's hard enough, to, even if the velocity's not great, but that velocity, that location, tip your cap.
Jacob Stallings now. That one's in there. 0-1. Fought off foul. Foul ball. It stays 0-2. And that skips into dirt.
2 strikes.
1 out, base is empty. And he chases that one. He picks up his 5th strikeout on the hill.
That's tough. You see it well. I mean, that was clearly up and out of the strike zone, but that's one of the hardest things. And when you see a pitch out of the hand at eye level, that discipline to remember, I can't hit that pitch. If I can see it really well at eye level, I can't catch up to that pitch when a pitcher's got this kind of velocity.
Next offering is downstairs. Well, Chris, through the early stages, he hasn't been very efficient in terms of the pitch count. He's going to need to get some quick outs if he's going to get deeper into this game. That one misses, and a count 2-1. It is interesting, though, when you consider the way the game is run now. Doesn't even matter that much if your starter doesn't go that deep, because teams are really aggressively building their bullpens. Upstairs, and that is ball 4.
One of the things about that 2-out walk, the base runner over at first base is going to have a very aggressive secondary lead. So a ball down the line or into the gap will produce a 2-out RBI, and those are the best. That is, if you are the offensive side of it.
Tovar stands in with 2 away as he takes a ball. Now snap throw to first.
No, he's in there.
Back on a dive. The 1-0. Tap foul at the plate. Beck, the runner at first with 2 gone. And that's off the inside edge. And it's 2-1. And that one popped in the air left field. Dominguez. And that is that. No runs, no base hits, no errors, and 1 man left. On to inning number 4. It's the Yankees 5 and the Rockies nothing. And we're back. John Shambi with Chris Singleton, and set to lead off the 4th, DJ LeMahieu.
Let's go, Rockies! Get out of here, Yankees! Let's go, Rockies!
And there's a foul ball. That one hammered left field. That's back. And it's into the bleachers. Out of here. A laser to left. His 2nd of the year. It's 6-0. That's their 3rd home run of the game.
They're having a lot of fun at the plate in this one. They've got the long ball working for them on autopilot. He's so good at getting his arms extended, and that's exactly what he did right there. You don't typically want to pull a pitch in that part of the plate, but he doesn't allow his wrists to roll over, stays through the ball, gets the loft, and gets the home run.
And now Austin Wells dives, and he can't hang on. Gets it there in time, though, and they come away with an out after a tricky start to the play.
The batter, the third baseman, Oswald.
You got to be kidding me. Did you see that throw?
Not really, Boog. I mean, it happened in the blink of an eye, it seemed, but thankfully StatCast is here to help us out. I mean, you don't see many throws across the infield that get up into the 90s, so he really reached back for that one, and he had to get the out.
So digging in, Oswald Peraza. He's 0 for 1. That clips the corner. Peraza goes 5 feet 11 inches, 200 pounds, and he was born in Venezuela. One down, base is empty.
Well, he didn't like those first 2 pitches. Now in an 0-2 hole, he's going to have to battle. Hope he gets a mistake.
Good job to fight that one off. And that one upstairs, ball 1. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. That K is his 3rd of the game.
That's about as nasty of a splitter as you'll come across, especially in terms of movement. I mean, that thing tumbles out of his hand and just drops off the table at the last moment. If he keeps it down, it's just so tough to put wood on.
Goldie now at the plate as he swings through strike 1.
0-1.
Next offering in there for a strike. And that is strike 2.
0-2 is the count.
2 down, nobody on. Top half of inning number 4. Good eye right there.
His understanding of the strike zone, very impressive. That was a very close 0-2 fastball. I just don't know how you take that.
That one to first. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. 1 in the inning, and it comes from a rather unlikely power source. It's now a 6-0 ball game. It's Major League Baseball on the show. Ready to go, bottom 4. And now the DH, Hunter Goodman.
Clearly down in this ball game, and you can't look at the deficit and try to get it all back in one swing. It's got to come one at bat at a time, and even shrink it down smaller, pitch to pitch. Make that guy on the mound work to get you out. This is one of those times when you want to be aggressive. Go ahead and pitch to contact. Let the defense work behind you. You've got a nice, comfortable lead. Don't try to be too fine.
Lifted in the air down the left side. No trouble here. Puts it away for the out. And there's one away.
Just pulled off of it a little bit right there. That front shoulder coming open instead of staying closed. If he does that, he's going to be able to go up the middle the other way with some authority instead of a fly out to left.
That one hammered center field. Grisham drop step going back. And that one is out of here. He hammers one out to center. His 7th home run of the season. It's 6-1.
Does an excellent job of getting his arms extended to get the fat part of the bat to the baseball. Wrists do not roll over. They stay through the zone and on plane. Excellent swing.
1 out, base is empty. Brenton Doyle digging in for the Rockies. In for a strike, and it's 0-1. This one smoked on its way out of here. They do it again. Back-to-back homers. Home run number 5 on the season, and they cut into the deficit. It's 6-2. That one just sounded different.
And might have been the loudest moment yet. Man, my ears are ringing. I could feel that swing from the booth. Back-to-back jacks, and this club is fired up right now, Boog. I mean, this is the kind of thing where you really start to notice hitters in a lineup feeding off each other, and the collective confidence just continues to grow.
Base is empty, 1 away. Next for Colorado, Tyler Freeman. Just missed. Next offering is fouled back. Pitch is in for a strike. Going to count 1-2. And a good eye there.
That's a good pitch there. Really had some run and finished a little up and in just on the edge. And that's one of those, if you swing at it, you hit a broken bat as you jog back to the dugout.
Caught him looking for the K.
Wow, that's a tough call for the hitter, but the pitcher will take that all day long. Not quite in the strike zone, but he found a spot that the umpire is going to, at least for now, allow him to get that call. So hitters are going to have to make an adjustment, but pitchers are going to learn from those things and really try to exploit them if they can.
And now here is Adael Amador. Ground ball left side, and that's just foul. This one lifted in the air, left field, Dominguez. And that'll do it. But 2 round trippers in this inning. The long ball was working. Now a 6-2 ball game. You're watching Major League Baseball on the show. Ready now for the 5th inning. And stepping in for the Yankees, Trent Grisham. Halverson back to work. 0-1.
You know, these Yankees, simply put, are producing a lot of quality swings. It's been a real team effort. Already 7 extra base hits. So that goes to show they're getting contributions from top to bottom. Nobody's doing that by themselves.
Next offering is in for a strike. That one missing inside. And a ball evens the count. Swing and a miss at 100. Struck him out.
Oh, you got to be pretty quick with the bat speed these days. So many guys throwing in the upper 90s, and you see the velocity on that one. Just tough to catch up to. I mean, guys are coming in, and they're going max effort. They're not looking to go a long distance. They want to get as many strikeouts as they possibly can.
Judge in the box now. No balls and a strike.
I'm impressed that he went right after him on that first pitch. That's the key. Try to get ahead in the count, then you can play around a little bit more as the at-bat expands.
Swing and a miss. Chased it out of the zone.
Well, you got the hitter already chasing that nasty slider. If you're on the mound, you just want to expand the zone right now. Get a swing and miss and get through this at-bat.
That one misses. 1-2 to count. Base is empty, 1 away, and we're at the top of the 5th. It's in and out of his glove. Still manages a throw, but he wins the foot race to first. Good job of knowing how much time he had there.
Now batting, designated hitter Cody Bellinger.
And up to the plate comes Cody Bellinger. 0 for 2 in this one. That's outside.
ball went out.
1-0. And that one fouled off. Here's a 1-1. Swing and a high fly ball out there towards left field. Beck pulls it down and he makes the catch. And that is that. Back here in Denver, we head to the bottom of the fifth. Here's the shortstop at the plate, Aaron Schunk. That one's in there, and that is strike one.
Well, he's looking great so far. It helps when over 80% of your first pitches are strikes. He might be able to go the distance if he keeps this up.
Out to short, Volpe. The throw to first, and the leadoff man set down in their half of the fifth.
Oh, I think the key, I mean, if he can get through one more inning, anything after that, a hitter or two is bonus, but they should be lined up good enough to get to the finish line.
Stallings stands in now and watches strike one. The Rockies down by 4, last half of inning number 5. And the next pitch is way outside. One down, base is empty. And that is a good eye on a pitch down low. And that's ball 2. Swing and a miss, and he struck him out. Make it 7 strikeouts for him.
Bogey just ran out of patience there. He took a couple of pitches to even that count up at 2 balls and 2 strikes, but that time chased outside the zone.
Beck stands in here, leaves that one off the inside.
Oh, he's got to be pretty proud of this outing so far. Sometimes guys cower coming into a ballpark like this, but he has attacked hitters. Pitching on the road like this is very impressive. This has been a treat to watch.
Next offering is fouled back. Base knock center field. And that extends the inning.
That can be a dangerous pitch if you don't get it inside enough, because as a hitter, you see it coming across the plate the whole way. No problem handling it and putting a good swing on it that time.
Tovar now in the box, comes up empty with a swing there.
Well, he threw that fastball right by him, gives him a little bit of confidence, but in the back of your mind, you got to think, is he trying to set me up for later in this at bat?
That misses, and the count 1-2. And that's downstairs and outside.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
That's inside.
3-2, 2 out, runner on first. A lot of movement in the infield. Hitters got to stay focused on the pitch.
Foul ball, and it remains a full count. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. That's his 8th strikeout of the game. So 1 left for Colorado. They still trail it here. It's 6-2. And welcome back to the ballpark. All set for the top of the 6th. And stepping in for the Yankees, Anthony Volpe. Pulls that one foul. The 0-1. Oh, that got away from him. And he's going to reach on a hit by pitch to lead off the inning. Now it's going to be Jason Dominguez.
Jason Dominguez.
That's a laser base hit. And it's now 1st and 2nd to start the inning.
Couldn't have timed it up
Now
any better than that. That's
base,
about as textbook
DJ
as it gets. Got his stride and load out of the way early. He stayed inside that ball and squared it up out front. Man, that was like he was in the cage hitting off a tee.
Here's DJ LeMahieu. That one in triple digits.
0-1's the count.
Now a blooper back behind short. Makes the catch, 1 down. And now Austin Wells.
I'm curious how he decides to attack on the mound. This guy at the plate has been great hitting under pressure this year.
First pitch misses. That one missed.
Good spot for the hitter. Definitely has the advantage in this count with runners on. Look for him to be aggressive on this next pitch.
Foul ball there. The 2-1. And that's outside. Tapped at the plate, but it's a foul ball. And a swing and a line drive at a right field. And there's 2 down.
Now batting, third baseman Oswald Peraza.
Now the third baseman Oswald Peraza.
It's been such a good hitter with runners in scoring position. Some guys just take it to another level. For him right now at the plate, it's like everyone else is in slow motion and he's in full speed.
And that one fouled off. In the air, right field, Tovar. He's got it, and that is that. So they strand a pair. Heart of the order, 3, 4, 5 coming up. Yankees 6 and the Rockies 2. Back here at Coors Field, bottom of the 6th. Now it's the DH, Hunter Goodman. Outside low, and that's ball 1. Activity in the bullpen for the Yankees. Mark Leiter Jr. getting ready to go. Yarbrough, the lefty, warming up as well. The lefty, the 1-0. That one found hard the other way. Yeah, that's fouled off. That was the sweeper, but it missed. Swings and misses on the fastball up in the zone for the strikeout.
Thought it was a pretty good pitch. Top of the strike zone. We're seeing more fastballs in that location. Hitters, especially with 2 strikes, have to be ready to pull the trigger.
Tolia in the box with 1 away as he takes ball 1. The Yanks leading by 4 here in the bottom of the 6th. Pop foul out of play off to the right. And a swing and a miss there.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
And there's a ball. Next pitch misses way outside. The lefty closing in on 100 pitches.
Almost 100 pitches through 5 1/3 innings. I'm thinking he's probably done in the next couple of batters.
Line drive caught.
He put a really good swing on that pitch and hit the ball hard. You know, line drives won't always find a hole, but the more you can hit the ball like that with good exit velo, the better off you're going to be in the long run.
2 outs, base is empty. Brenton Doyle digs in now. And first offering is fouled off. Next offering is fouled back. Foul ball, still 0-2. That's down and in.
1 ball, 2 strikes, the count.
Swing and a miss. And he's down on strikes. And a nice inning of work there as he sets him down 1-2-3. So no runs, no hits, no errors, and no one left. We're through 6 full. Yankees 6 and the Rockies 2.
Now pitching for the
Angel
Rockies.
Chevy will take over here.
Number 57.
He doesn't get a lot of strikeouts compared to other relievers, so he relies on getting that soft contact and the defense doing work behind him. They'll have to be on their toes with him on the bump.
Paul Goldschmidt
Leading off
now
for the Yankees,
1 for
the
3.
first baseman, Paul Goldschmidt.
Let's go, Rockies!
That misses. Ball 1. Chevy measures 6 feet 2 inches. He features a sinker, a changeup, and he works in a slider. Next offering misses. 2-0.
No strikes.
Out to short, Shunk. Sends it to first, and they get Goldschmidt for the out.
Good fade and sinking action
The
of that
center fielder,
changeup got that hitter to
12,
roll over.
Trent Grisham.
So the batter now will be Trent Grisham.
Let's go, Rockies!
First pitch just misses. Double-barreled action in the bullpen. Number 45 appears to be getting ready, and I'm sure he's feeling some nerves. This would be his major league debut. Number 55 warming up as well. Just missed.
Ball 2.
One down, base is empty. Swing, and that ball smashed on a line. Stretches out and hauls it in.
Man, that's one of those at-bats where you have to remind yourself it's about the process. He did everything right there. Nothing to show for it. But in your mind, you have to convince yourself that it was a very good at-bat.
Judge, the next to hit, takes ball 1. Swing and a miss at a slider.
He's been great in this one. Eye-hand coordination just failed him a little bit right there.
That one inside, and that's ball 2. Two outs. Off the mark there. And that's ball 3. Cody Bellinger waiting to hit for the Yankees. Fouled off left side.
These hitters like this that have so much power, look forward to seeing them hit the ball a long way. But if you're in the stands, or you're in a broadcast booth, or you're a writer, better keep your eye on the game.
Got it. And the Yanks go quietly. Yanks held in check. They lead it 6-2.
Now pitching for
We're back in a new
Yankees.
pitcher here to start the bottom of the 7th.
Number
Mark
56.
Leiter Jr.
Coming on to face the righty here, and he's been fantastic against him this year. His numbers in those matchups are very good.
Third baseman.
Here's Tyler Freeman to hit. A strikeout and a walk. That's through there for a strike. Pitch misses, and now it's even 1-1. Swings through that one for strike 2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
On the ground. Now the throw to first on the run. Not in time. An infield knock to start the inning.
Did a nice job getting there. Good throw, but very difficult to get anybody on that one as far as you had to go and throw. You know?
Yeah, no question. Man at first, Adael Amador digging in for the Rockies. And the first pitch misses for ball 1.
Well, the leadoff man gets on. You want to minimize the threat by playing sound defense. Hopefully the pitcher can get a ball on the ground and they can roll him up for 2.
Oh, that pitch is out.
No, he's really working him away this at bat. Sometimes take a little bit off velocity. Try to get a rollover, something on the ground. Stay away from that big hole on the right side of the infield.
Swings through that one for strike 1.
2 balls, 1 strike.
Maybe a 2-ball. 5, 4,
Out.
3. And they turn the double play.
They made that double play look so easy, but it was far from routine. That's the one thing about big leaguers. They make tough plays look simple.
Aaron Schunk digging in for the Rockies. Knee high, that's in for a strike. Out to short. Volpe zips it to first. Out number 3. Starting to run out of outs as they're unable to chip away. 8th inning coming up. Yankees 6 and the Rockies 2. We're at the top of the 8th. Bellinger up to hit.
The designated hitter, Cody Bellinger.
Cheville back to work. That's inside.
That's inside.
And that's ball 1. That's a strike across the top of the zone. Not even close there. And it's 2-1. High fly ball, pretty well struck out towards right center. That one back there. Into the bullpen and gone. His 9th homer of the year. It's 7-2. That's their 4th home run of the game.
They can't stop, and they won't stop hitting home runs in this one, Boog. They're clearly feeding off of each other at the dish. For a pitcher, the odds are in your favor if you keep that breaking ball down. That time, he got punished for it. Hitter just did a really good job of staying within himself and getting the barrel to the baseball.
Manager out of the dugout now, and he'll make a move to dip into the Rockies bullpen. Angel Cheville is done, and as he heads off, we'll step aside for a minute. Back with a new pitcher after this break.
Now pitching for the
Righty
Rockies.
reliever out of the pen, number 55.
Number 55.
Well, they need someone to stop the bleeding and keep the score right where it is. Seems like a tough task today with the way this lineup is swinging it.
And now the shortstop, Anthony Volpe. At 96, that pitch is in for a strike. Nobody on, nobody out with a run in, and we're in the top of the 8th.
1 ball, 1 strike.
Close,
Ball
but
2.
called a ball. 2 balls and a strike. Swings and hits one in the air out towards right field. No trouble here. Puts it away for the out. And there's 1 down. And now Jason Dominguez. Hit in the air right field, and that one way back there, and that is way gone. A gigantic blast. His 7th home run of the season, and they add to the lead. It's 8-2. That's their 5th homer of the game.
Man, they're all getting into the action. It's starting to feel like a home run derby up here. Changeup up in the zone is a hitter's dream. It's a BP fastball, but you're playing in real time. Most times, the pitcher's asking for a new baseball, just like right there.
Up to the plate steps DJ LeMahieu. First pitch, and he just misses.
Ball 1, no strikes.
Still only 1 out here in the inning. One down, base is empty. And there's a strike on the outside corner. One and two now. On the ground to short. Fires to first in time. Two down, base is empty. And now the catcher comes up to hit. Austin Wells. 0 for 3 in this one. First pitch doesn't find the zone. And that's down and away.
2-0. Hey!
Just missed.
Outside.
Next offering is fouled back. Hit in the air out to center field. Doyle sizes this one up, makes the grab, and that's the inning. But 2 round trippers in this inning. The long ball was working. It's now 8-2. You're watching Major League Baseball on the show. This game's a bit of a blowout, Singy. Let's talk about something random. Let's do it. All right, Singy, in ballpark entertainment, you got a favorite mascot race?
Yeah, I love what they do in D.C. with the former presidents.
Somebody always gets tackled. They always get hurt.
I know, and it's just crazy. Imagine running around in those big, bulky suits, and somebody's always going to go down.
Up the middle, LeMahieu is there. Whips it to first. One gone to the bottom of the 8th.
Now batting, left fielder, Jordan Beck.
And now, Jordan Beck. Close one, doesn't get the call. Ball 1.
I can't play around with him here. It's a 6-run lead at this point. Got to attack hitters, even if you give up a solo shot.
Base is empty, 1 away. Here, the bottom half of the 8th inning. That one finds the zone, and that's strike 2. And they'll do it again. That's a ball. Went with the sweeper.
2-2 to count.
Misses. 3-2 now. Swings through that one. It's a strikeout.
Man, a good splitter can be devastating, can it? I mean, that thing got halfway to the plate and just did a nosedive. Once you commit your swing, there's just no adjusting your bat path to get down to that ball. And the ball dips below your bat like it's doing the limbo. I see you do the limbo, Boog. You get down there, man.
Tovar in the box with 2 gone and takes a look at a called strike. Oh, 1 down. He swings and fouls one off. And it finds its way through for a hit. So he gets on base and keeps it going.
Well, that certainly feels good when you can win the
The batter,
at-bat
number
after
50,
being down in the count, up
designated
against
hitter,
it with two
Hunter.
strikes right there. I know that was a ground
Good
ball, but it
man.
was absolutely hammered through the infield. That's not one you're excited to get in front of if you're an infielder. You know they used to say, charge it. Crazy.
Digging in, Hunter Goodman. That one off the mark, and it's 1-0. And a big swing and a miss. Tovar off of first with 2 away. On the ground to third. Peraza fires over to first, and that'll do it. The Rockies strand 1, and it's still 8-2. And we're back. All set to start the 9th in this one. And stepping in for the Yankees, Oswald Peraza. And that misses. 1-0. That's a strike. And a foul ball.
That's ball 2. 2 balls, 2 strikes.
Hit hard on the ground is short. Sends it to Tolia, and they get the leadoff man in the 9th.
Now batting, the first baseman, Paul Goldschmidt.
Paul Goldschmidt will climb in. 1 for 4 with a double. Got it started a little too early. Strike 1.
0-1.
Line drive, and that should be extra bases. Now he'll turn for second, and he's got his second double of the game.
Everything came together perfectly for him right there.
12,
Got a fastball,
Trent
middle of the plate, jumped all
Risha.
over it. Absolutely smoked that ball.
Now it's Trent Grisham to the plate. First pitch misses. There's a strike. Check swing, went around. And the count 1-2. This one popped up, middle of the infield. Amador hauls it in, and there's 2 away.
Now batting, the right fielder, Aaron Judge.
Aaron Judge at the plate. Singy, he's got a history of coming through into big spots. I know I like to talk about, I'm not sure whether clutch actually exists, but you look at the numbers, and this guy always seems to deliver in those spots. And that's downstairs. And that is ball 1.
Aye.
And That's
2 balls,
downstairs
1
and
strike.
outside.
Well, I think it's the ability to assess the situation, understanding what the pitcher has, what he's trying to get people out on, and then being able to use the entire field.
That one fouled off, 2-2.
If you're a guy that can only hit to one field, then you're really not going to be able to come through in clutch situations because pitchers are going to adjust. But because he's able to use the entire field, that's why he's so successful in these situations.
And now it's 3-2. When you played, did you play with guys that you thought were clutch, and sort of what were the attributes you said that's what he possesses that allows him to come through?
Well, we always used to joke, you know, guys want to eat steak, and there were some that just had a knack could
And down on strikes. That's the 3rd out. A double in the inning, but they leave him stranded. On to the bottom of inning number 9. 4, 5, 6 coming up. It's the Yankees 8 and the Rockies 2.
Now pitching for
Back
York.
now as they hand the ball to a fresh arm to start the bottom of the 9th. Ryan Yarbrough.
Compared to some days, this is a pretty low leverage appearance for him, so he should be fairly free and easy out there. Still have to keep yourself sharp and attack the strike zone.
And here's the first baseman, Michael Toglia.
Michael Toglia.
Sharp grounder, that's through for a base hit. And the leadoff man aboard. Brenton Doyle will hit next. And he takes a strike. Oh, he doesn't get the call. And it's a ball and a strike. Swing and a miss, and that's strike 2.
Good late sink on that fastball. Out of the hand, looks so good, and then by the time it gets in the hitting zone, hard to get the barrel to it.
Fouls it off, still 1-2. Toglia gets his lead at first with nobody out. On the ground, 2 ball. Fired to second. On to Goldschmidt. That's 2.
Third baseman number 2.
Well, a very fast developing play right there. No margin for error. Nice double play on a fast runner up the line.
So it's their last chance in this one. Tyler Freeman digging in for the Rockies. Hit to right, and that should do it. He's got it. Ball game. The Yankees take this one in a blowout.
Good win by 6 runs. Always nice when you can win by a touchdown or a couple of field goals. You want to keep that momentum going, knowing the offense can score at will. Bring it into the next one and get another W.
8-2 the final here. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Shambi. We'll see you soon.